and get ready. So last we left off, we were on the final day of the trial already. Hi, buddy. Hello. Mr. Kitty wants to join in too. Has a lot to say. Oh, Betty, don't do that. You just move the thingy. He's here to say hi. We're full of today. Oh, he wants to lay down next to me, but there's no like. What if it was over here? Are you over here? No? I don't want to go over here. Does this thing make it scary? I think he might be scared of my color being in the way. Hold on. Maybe that feels better for you. Okay, we'll see if he goes for it. It is also 5,000 degrees in here. I can't wait until I can get an air conditioner for this. It is super, like, sweaty hot out. It's not like hot, but it's like Cuban hot. Anyways. Look at selected data. Yeah. But yeah, it's cooling off outside, but yeah, I think, actually, hold on, that reminds me. I'll put up the window. I might like that too, and it might help this air out a bit more. Okay, I thought I had the window open already, but I guess not. Oh, whoopsie. I think I unplugged my thingy right on time for the beginning of Phoenix Wright. Here, hold on, I'll fix that. Enjoy your plug unplug. Anyways. Let me pick that back up. But yeah, we left off, we kind of figured out that probably Acro had done it, actually. But then Francisca, because she's genuinely insane and psychopathic, decided no, actually, this would ruin my current case, so I have to I don't want to go through the inconvenience of that, and I still want you to be the defense attorney, so actually I need to go in and coach this guy to pretend to be a witness instead and make up a bunch of shit. Just the dumbest possible decision she could make at all times. That is the Francisca von Karma way. Alright, anyways. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. I can't remember the voices I did. You seem like your usual sparkling self today. I always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Still, Francisca's the worst, yeah. There's like no reason for her not to be like, okay, I guess this is over. Let's just hang the trial so we can pretend like I didn't lose. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Tina. Oh, fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You'll be glad when this element of the trial is over and we can move on to the next one. You had to watch my performance today. Of course I did. Don't tell me I should come and watch this. Who said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you fly at the end? Oh, is it to convince her, like, hey, maybe you should probably understand that people dying is like a bad thing? It's not just they go become a star, question mark? Yeah, I think this is the only one where it's like that. I guess you fly into the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweetie? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to be realizing what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. So I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. You look, Max, you're the best. Gina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? No. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. Early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms have like higher brain functions. Hey, Max. Brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh god, he's gonna be stuck on the toilet for the rest of the evening, but maybe he'll be happier. Oh my, thanks. How are you today, Wright? I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He used to be putting his life in line, literally. He got guts to spare. All I've got to worry about is how thin the typewriter is. I'm used to it already. This means that I won't be able to press him like I can the other witness. Are you gonna do that, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to have our usual, do without our usual psychological warfare. No, we always need to do it. You can find a way. It's okay, just put like a picture of, oh god. Be really scummy and go take a picture of his brother in like the hospital bed and be like, does this remind you of anything in particular? No? Looks really familiar, huh? Oh, who did this exactly? Who would you say did this? When did this happen? Just completely go balls to the walls. Until he, like, completely snaps. You rely on evidence. It's all only way we'll get past Ackroyd into the truth. I don't know, it feels like he kind of just caved before. And now it's just Franziska deciding that she's a psychopath. You're right, it's gonna be tough. Anyways, hotel to make sure Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have a deal with reality of what's happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes. That's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know what and when people die. They don't just become stars. Maybe an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Oh, I don't believe in people becoming stars. Something more like that. I think that was his voice. What the 15-year-old kid or whatever doesn't understand death. You think you at least have a basic understanding of death by the time you're a teenager, but whatever. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Cobra. Proceed with the case. Prosecution would like to revise this previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We discovered a new witness, or shall I say, new eyewitness. Okay, see how many times she gets away with changing the narrative over and over and over again, and then if, like, Phoenix tries to do it, like, the judge just, like, screams and shits and cries and pisses his pants. If you guys did that, they wouldn't do all the dumb shit they do. They at least have kind of an understanding, like, maybe dying is bad. I did some stupid things as a teen, too, but that was more like you're gonna break your arm or something, usually. Not like you're going to die. You have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness? One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the crime scene. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Of course. With this revision, we are now prepared to explain how defendant flew that night. Explanation of the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Here comes you. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the court tightrope. Man, he is big, actually. Look how broad those shoulders are. Name and occupation. Head dingling. Everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as the acrobat for the Big Berry Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room near the crime scene. My room's on the 3rd floor. The crime scene's below my window. The night of the crime, witness saw something shocking. Could you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was the Max Galactica. I only saw it from behind, but that's what it looked like. Sure, buddy. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Witness says it mostly exactly matches up with the clown. If that's the case, there'll be very little prosecution needs to add. All that's left to explain is how the defendant disappeared in the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper time for things, Mr. Phoenix. Just like your old friend Miles Edgeworth did. That's alright. Do you have a problem with witness Thomas Spinney? There's a Miss Van Karma may I quote yesterday's proceedings. There's no way that actually happened. Very well. We may proceed with the cross-examination. Alright. They're gonna get really mad at you. We better save early. It was just after 10 p.m. while I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. And a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. I must be lying about what he saw. So, let's think. You said you were resting in bed. I'm assuming you turned off your lights in your room, correct? That's correct. There are safety lights on or outside the licensing house. It's alright, sometimes I can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, would it be a good idea to close some curtains? No comment. I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Oh, I guess we'll proceed with this testimony. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. You said that you're resting in bed. That is correct. Did you still able to hear a sound from outside? It was indeed. This thing Echo doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradictory in what you just said. Not right now. Nothing, Your Honor. A large thump from the window outside. It's too vague. If you said it was after like 10 o'clock exactly, then yeah, I'd be like, buddy, that's a problem. I saw someone flying right by my window. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. I'm trying to think. Let me look at the layout. So Mo saw him from behind. He would have seen him from the side or the front. Or no, wait. Wait, Mo saw him... The ringmaster was face forward towards Mo, I think? So maybe he did see the back. Theoretically speaking. If he really was telling the truth. But he's not. So hold on. I think your room was turned off then, right? It's true. I was going to bed after all. That's off, you're still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. There's only enough light for me to see the silhouette. This person's back, so I can see the white rose in the front. Wait a minute! Oh, the silk hat is with the cloak. You didn't see the... No, that's contradictory. Huge contradiction. Here's some evidence. Do you have something that says... Wait a minute! I just got it! I just got what Mo saw! There's no roses, right? And it's missing. I was wondering what that detail even meant. Somebody put his thing in a cloak. But there's no roses on. Oh my god, that's it. That's it. Oh god, okay. Why didn't I think of that the whole last time? Maybe fresh brain, I don't know. Horsey empowerment. Oh my god. Okay, so how do I prove that? So he saw the roses, but Mo didn't. I need to show that that contradicts Mo's statement. Okay, maybe I did this wrong. Photo the crime scene, please. It doesn't show which way it faces. Okay, so maybe I did this preemptive. If he saw the roses, then he's... If we believe Mo, which I do, he has no reason to lie other than thinking Max is a jerk. Sure, everybody thinks Max is a jerk there. Then it's a statue and a cloak, right? That the ringmaster was wearing. Crap. And how did I get on the statue if Acro was up there? I don't think he would have just willingly put it on there. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's what we have for this one. That's why it was bothering me. Because he wouldn't have had his hat on anymore. I was saying the exact same thing. Mo saw that. You stand? What do you mean? The silk hat. Yeah. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's hat as he flew by my window. Aha! So that's how he would have seen the hat, so to say. He just wasn't thinking about it. Tried looking down out of your window that night. That'd been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. That was a bit rude, Phoenix. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat in the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. But how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? You're saying that Max had two silk hats? No. He made one-of-a-kind model, which means Acro. You've been fibbing on the stand. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? I'll open my big mouth and I have to back it up. Got it, Mr. Wright. What causes witness to commit perjury in this court today? Acro is dreaming he has a grudge against Max. Acro is the real culprit. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. That's the only logical explanation if everyone else is telling the truth. And he kind of did admit to it. Wait, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Huh. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, do not allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Find while the crowd was smoke and mirrors, the oldest bluff in the book. Really? You don't believe me? Just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. Exactly. This is someone who made peace with the fact that he's going to... Oh. He's going to jail. Staying rather calm and collected. Nobody responds to the defense accusation. I don't really need to say anything, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. Oh god, he's doing the poor little boy act. Hell no, dude. This by accusing me of murder of all things. See? Even a slimmer of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Common sense is a dangerous thing. Right, way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. Wait. Excuse me. Rude. Phoenix, alright? Trying to drum up support. That's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. The doctor's note to confirm Acro's unable to stand on his own power. I think he can lift his arms, though. Have you seen those muscles? Those guns ain't firing like 32. Those are 50 caliber. Near the fence now. Acro had accomplice. Not a willing one. Now then, so let's see where we get to get the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. Blabbering about Mr. Wright. With no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! Order! What the? Why are you getting at? You keep them on their toes, Nick. I'm gonna have to prove all of this fits together. Show them how Acro murdered Russellberry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do it like that? I know I can't do it if I stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. So Phoenix, right? If this one is the killer, then this Ios accountant is all lies, right? I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Diggling? Here. He's still here. He's right above him. Take that! Pretty simple. I wasn't even leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there's only one correct answer. Crow didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? This is the part where you should be kind of getting concerned. When they start saying, wow, what an interesting theory you have there. This is what we call the Amogus moment. That's it? Considering that we can propose impossible, yes. That's alright. When is this stated your assertion is impossible? He's in a wheelchair, there's no way he could be on the scene or be the killer. You've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix, right? The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. Okay, but it wasn't him. He saw Max, didn't he? Frickin' duty head. Oh yeah, it's still impossible for humans to fly. That's a question, Mr. Wright. That's some of your logic. How do you think I killed him? I couldn't wear Max's costume. The next course is legal buffet. You messed up here. She's right. Can't give up here. That Acro killed the Mixmaster. He did it while he was in this room. No doubt about it. Stingling committed the crime. I'm gonna present some evidence. Hello. Take that! What? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is the item shown in the picture. Bust. It's quite a large bust. Because it is very life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death and cause a thump. Just if it was dropped from a third-story window. The monkey did collect shiny things too. But maybe that's how it got up there. That's how it got up there! He didn't have to sneak it out with like Regina or anything and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna polish it for him. The Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. Force of gravity and Maximilian Galactical's ample bust. Now that's a Yowie line if I've ever heard one. Boy, your ample bust. So you're saying the bust fell into a Ringmaster. Another simple crime. If you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Alright, well, it's this evidence or bust. Shh. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows I'm getting close. Well, 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 Acro. You can't run away from things. Don't say it like that! Did you literally just say you can't run away from Phoenix? What would I would say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? The the help of the witness is material to this case. When we get the proper testimony of the witness himself. That's way too much, Phoenix. That's hella rude. Even if he did kill someone. Using this testimony as a ruse to solve for time. Absolutely no need for such testimony. That does its version of the murder. The prosecution has a right to respond. That objection is overruled. I can't even see things my way once in a while. Ling, I'm sorry, but you should testify about your physical condition. Any doubts about your ability to testify require expert testimony. Witness will have no problems, however. I'll be respectful. Thank you. I will sink to any load to win a case. Ah, yes, these guns are just for show. Totally not real. Look, they're detachable. So I could have listed something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. Getting a bust looking out of the window would have been impossible. No way I could have exerted that kind of force to my lower body. It's impossible if you've known the location of the master's head. Untrue! You were the one who called him out, so you knew exactly where he'd be. It'd be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I no doubt the regards to witness set was to me. Impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough. But Konio just used his upper... Well, that is true. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd like to proceed with my cross-examination. Simply stalling. Shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. Gotta focus. Just like Tiki Shuttle, he's gotta focus. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of the bust. I was stronger body. Okay, it's not this one. It's the one where he wouldn't have known. What do you say it would be impossible? Let me explain. Except that I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out the below. Thus, there's no way we have known the location of the master's head. So I've got a point. Hey, Nick. How do you turn things around? Oh, she's just gonna explain it first anyways. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. If I already knew where he was, I could just drop it. Makes sense. I think I could prove it somehow. Location without looking down. Yeah, it's either that he put the chest there first to check out. Lodging House Plaza. It's either that one or the wooden box. I'm gonna say probably the wooden box because that's the actual location marker that he would have had to put down beforehand, right? Because then he could drop that out, check where it landed, and then adjust accordingly for the bust, right? Think about it, it's like a natural fall point. It's almost like an X in like a comical, like in a Looney Tunes thing, where you put an X on the ground and you drop the anvil. It's like a Looney Tunes murder. That's the best way I can put this. And he fell for it. Literally and figuratively. The only surprising thing was that his head wasn't crushed. Which one is it though? Echo, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. You silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix, right? Not stalling, but you show us some evidence. I did such a good job hinting. Okay, Phoenix, this is the part where you get in their head and you do exactly the thing they do to you, calling you stupid and worthless and like having no brain. And you do it to them, and then they get really mad and do something stupid. Even the judge can't ignore that. Hurry up and explain things. You should take a look at this. Me running to the wiki when I don't understand a lore item. Hurry up and explain things. The key point here is the wooden box. Same wooden box the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Ooh. There's an owl in this room. Ooh. I don't know. Wait. When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means... this wooden box is already placed at the scene of the crime. They're getting at people is questionable, yeah. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that bus came falling down is the exact same moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean? She's just gonna call him you meanie for getting in her way. If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there'd be no way that could miss the head of the victim. It literally is a Looney Tunes death. Hey Regina, your father died like a Looney Tunes character. Alright, see you later. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. This is always the exact second where the prosecution says, "Oh, you foolish fool." I just gotta keep going. So let me move forward. One way to go from here. Forward. Next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? Mr. Dingling, of course. Next it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. I need to whip some sense into you. No. Shooter. Master's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed, had the most peculiar feature. The size of the box. The contents of the box. Recall what was inside the wooden box. Something that's full of pepper. Get on with it. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Oh. Oh, oops. You didn't think of... Oh, okay, sure. The box is a remarkable size. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box is very large. Lift it up, one would have to be required to squat. After taking up it with both arms, right? The box is quite heavy. Weighs the neighborhood. Okay, I thought it was just saying, like, we had to prove that it was his. And then we could tell the story, but I guess we do that later. Weighs the neighborhood of 20 pounds. The box has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? Correct. The box you'd have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? What would you have had to say? He's just gonna be like, I invoke my right to remain silent. I must admit, I'm shocked by your imaginative skills. You did to it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? It's right, maybe a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. That's alright. Do you recall the original location of Max's bus? I remember. On top of the Kai-built cafeteria. Yeah, because your monkey got it for you, nerd. It's a shiny thing. I can remember one important fact. I cannot possibly leave the lodging house. Is that what I mean, don't you? Maybe I will have been able to drop the bus. How would I be able to get on the bus from the cafeteria to my room? Easy peasy. You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? Explain that. Don't forget you said there was no accomplice. Know exactly how the witness would have carried the bust. Definitely have a problem here. There's no place to get perplexed. Got me to get my wits about me. Hello, monkey fella. A monkey? Everyone knows money. I do. I can't get enough of it, honestly. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist swing. How do you know about that? Oh, right, we told him about it. I forgot about it. Monkey fella. You're saying the witness had a monkey steal the best? I think it was just coincidence. Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. Monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Monkey lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? The bust was bronze. Bronze isn't all that shiny. Yeah, but look at the cards. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. That's about as nasty as he gets. Wow, those cards are some very, there's some very nice cards he's holding. They're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. When he's a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Damn, okay. I said, Order, Miss Von Karma. Where's the bus in question? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. So you did know. Alright, so she fully knew. She was just being a complete twisted psychopath. For no reason other than being mad at Phoenix. Can we put her in jail? Like, take away her license to practice? There's so many levels of wrong here. But since she's prosecution, we can't touch her, of course. Say the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? In that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. You mean the bus was a murder weapon by accident? It's possible. The Acro saw many mountains of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've covered more than one critical fact. It was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Dish out some lead injustice. We're getting there, okay? We gotta get the 6-shooter out. Water gun, of course. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy, but his argument does hold water. There's no denying. Don't seem so flat-boozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? Forgotten about the absolute most important thing. And what is that? You should know. The other fraud is the magical client that was spotted at the scene of the crime. No, we remembered that. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. How do you respond to that? Let me beat you now. Chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Literally the bust.
Take that!
He saw Max. What? Who was the other person on the scene? That's nothing to do with the question. Contraire, mon frère. Wait. What does that mean? On the contrary, my something? My friend, maybe? It does indeed have something to do with the question, or the French. No, I hope it doesn't have to do with the French. Cirque du Soleil is elsewhere right now. It was that he saw the Max silhouette. He did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? Simple, really. Mo saw was actually one of Max's bust. My brother. Oh! Okay. Sure. What are you talking about? Haven't you tried to use your brain at all in this case? All we saw was wearing a cloak. Oh god, it just caught on the ringmaster, didn't it? No reason you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. Keep allowing people to bring all sorts of weapon items and sort of items that can be used as weapons in Korea. Yeah. I don't know why. For the dramatic flair of it all, I guess. Maybe if, like, the legal system is enough of a circus, it distracts people from understanding that it sucks. The right mind would put a cloak on a bust. Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Put a cloak on the busts. Alright. We should just say Barry, because he brought it with him. We need to explain somehow that, like, it was by accident. Have it, Mr. Wright. But fool, hit him? He was the victim? That's what I'm saying. You mean the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Placed isn't really the right way of putting it. And what would be the right way of putting it? Explain yourself! Like, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. Probably putting all the pieces together. This has been pretty satisfying, actually. Something real way I can paint this anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened? Let's step back in time. Hell yeah, okay. Echo used the rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust. And take out the bust out of the bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, Ringmaster told Max to wait. He went to the scene, of course. He was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him. As he appeared, he was spotted at the entrance. When another ventriloquist and his puppet at Intrillo. When the Ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over the lift of the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Wait, that's just him looking out the window anyways. Okay. This magic happens. The very instant the bus hit the victim. Bonk. And that's why the hat got left off, because it knocked off his head. And then the cloak attached to him. Ah, so he's actually facing backwards. Wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just you try. Just you scheme. Just isn't true, it can't be. Still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. I love when he gets confident. It's great. Makes up for all the beatings he takes. Back to the bus and the victim, pick the cloak up, which snagged them on the bus. And the fact also caused a sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness, of course, was Lawrence Morrow Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out the window, the cloak had already been snagged on the bust. When he completed the crime, Akron actually went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Mainly because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And thus the magic trick. That is how the magical murder dissipating in the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, could have only been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. I'm to the end of his rope now. What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. Do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Do you have any evidence to disprove it, nerd? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Ma'am, I am going to steal that from you, and I am going to throw it in the trash. For the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Say they want evidence. Just explain how they're only one possible rule about it. There's still something unusual about Mo's account. Contradiction, actually. Some evidence the court backs up claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. I mean, it's the bust again, really. Is it maybe the picture where nobody goes away? But apparently we're just accepting that Max can just totally do magic instead of just, you know, being on strings. Like the logical answer. So I guess we can't use that. You'd think it would be this because there's no rows, right? Oh no, because that matches up now. Well, no, it does. Sat for behind. Heard a thump. You looked outside, you saw it go up. So the only one we can really go to is either the bust or the crime scene. Wait, crap. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to look at it again. Oopsie. No? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Contradiction. Doesn't see the... Or do I show... What do I show here? Let me look over the evidence one more time. I don't know why, but I saw the line for where his like hip is and everything, and my brain thought about that ancient vagina bones post. Can't believe that Max has the vagina bones. Anyways. Okay, so we already, we established that. Everybody accepts that it goes out, that they leave up top, but they... Okay. Is the pepper? No, because that's for proving motive, right? Broken bottle, no. Oh. Maybe it's to show the difference between the rose and not the rose? This is a difficult one. I can't remember. I can't think on this one. What about the trick? I think these are relevant down here. No, that's just showing placement. Autopsy report matches up with everything. Wooden box we already used to establish the thing. Maybe the notes? Because that was luring him there. And then we show them the thing to be like, yeah, that's him. I'm thinking too hard on this, probably. Yeah, I think I'm thinking too hard on this. This one's really hard. Contradiction, yeah. Okay, but the only contradiction is that he sees... Okay. And... I don't know which one they want, then. To show the... Because that doesn't show the I guess that doesn't show the contradiction in most testimony. He doesn't see anything about the seasoning bottle. I mean, that's the comparison picture, you'd think, right? Not that either. Hold on, does that one not have... No, it does. It does have the feather. No, that one's not... Man, I don't get it. What do they want me to show? Like, I've shown them before already. I don't really think I understand what they're asking for because the evidence is already there. We've showed it to them. So I'm not really sure what else they're... I'm trying to remember what else about Mo's eyewitness account. Because it's been a couple days. Man, okay. I don't know. It wouldn't make any sense. What does it want? You said you saw the hat. But not the rose, right? I can't remember his testimony. Specifically, I just remember he said the important parts were that he saw him rise, right? After he heard the thunk, and he only saw the hat and the cloak. Unravel the trick. I don't know. I don't know, buddy. I just don't know. Frame photo. We already did try that. To like start an argument to show like, hey. So let's go through this again. Did he mention anything about the box? No, I think he did. Proof that you unravel the magic trick. Hard proof. I don't think he did mention the box, but whatever. I don't think that's relevant. Unforced trauma. Being a performer. I feel like I should be... I mean, because his blood force trauma to the back of the head when he's squatting over, right? And there's a wooden box where it lines up. There's all sorts of things. Wrong with the original theory. They don't seem to be accepting it, though. I don't know. I don't even remember what my original theory was that you're referring to. If you mean that it should have been like the bust or the crime scene, showing that there's nothing leaving. Or that this doesn't have the roses. Just focus on the wrong detail. Oh! The cloak would have been... You would have still been able to see his face, it wouldn't have covered him. If it was on right ways. So that's how it got on the front side. Maybe? Problem is Max 3 symbols. Silk, the cloak, and the white roses. Oh, so it just didn't take it from the photo before. There are two contradictions in both testimony. Silk hat was one, the white rose was the other. The area just presented explains all these contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. Remember what Mo said that day? It's bad the criminal he saw fleeing was wearing a silk hat. No explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. So why couldn't I show you the bust for that? Put it that way, then he did sort of see the silk hat. You've got one. What about the other contradiction? What about the ventriloquist said in court? He witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. Glenn's testimony doesn't match because it was drawn backwards. Do it, Nick. Of course. It's probably the instant the cloak snack on with the thing. Yeah, it would have been backwards. Okay, so I understand what they wanted me to say now. I was like, okay, I thought we already like showed that it was. But I guess because it was pulled up like a freaking Dracula. By this angle. That was the part that was important. You get it yet? Cloak snacked onto the front of the bus. That means the white roses would end up the back of the bus. Explains why Mo didn't see them. White roses were not visible because they're on the back side of the bus. Okay, that was kind of difficult to nail down what they wanted to see, but at least I kind of got it by the end. Because, like, I originally went for the white roses, and I was like, okay, but how do I show them? The shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory is still... Why didn't they take that from the show photo then? That's the same thing. It shows everything. And it shows the bus right next to it. That should be the piece of evidence. Whatever. Let's keep this going down the road for a while and see where it leads. Maybe Bill and Karma will finally throw in the towel. Alright, Dweeberton, what do you got now? Well, so much for that theory. It's alright, do you mind? You took the time to research your circus, didn't you? Well, yes I did. Is there something making you think I didn't? You did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. Witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude. Oh, well that one's easy. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Yes, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill a ringmaster. Okay, well this is the easy part. Your Honor, I'd like to hear Acro's story. It's about his relation to the ringmaster. Me too. There's no doubting Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Yeah, because he wanted to kill Regina, not the ringmaster. Seems that this case isn't over yet. I feel that's a good place to take a break. Oh god, we have like no room for mistakes. If we have any missed mistakes, we will be short on protein. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. It definitely is. And I think he was always the more straightforward of the group. Davis, am I that hated? Acro tried to put the murder on you on purpose. He did. but I'm nothing but a little nobody, you know? But you're not. Just like, how the reason why? Hey, pal. Don't ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence. Huh? Detective Gumshoe? Ah, forget it. Going home. Scotches are guilty anyways. No, Detective, I'm sorry. Why don't you relax a little? That's some really tasty milk. Not a card check, Detective. Oh, well, if you can insist. About the evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. Ah! Okay, he got it away from, what's her butt? Including the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Miss Karma be mad? That's why all this is a secret. Look, details are need no basis. We're not really allies or anything. Everything has happened in the court is now all gone according to our plan. Ah, the police department's trying to get rid of her. God bless. Okay. At least the corruption's running the right way this time. I don't know. Miss Karma seems to be in control of things here just now. We'll figure out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set in motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. Reminds me, I gotta best her in the prosecutor. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. Or is Franziska actually going for this? Why did you help him then, if that's the case? This is stupid. Why did you prep him? Why did you pretend to be on his side? Oh, whatever. Why are you trying to throw Max in prison, you idiot? Alright. I'm gonna friggin' like, smack her on the backside of the head, if that's the case. I mean by the very end part? Not sure, but it's all pretty cryptic. Oh, one more thing. Looks like there's a large hair package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. Exception kind of some dairy. Hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me. Hold on, I am in stairs mode for some reason. Let's rectify that. I think Mr. Hand Tracker is just slowly dying, unfortunately. I'm very sad when I can't use them anymore. I'll have to find another solution. I had to get it used and for cheap after all, so I'm surprised it lasted for more than a year. Okay. Court's now back in session. Ms. Don Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue the Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, what's the motive? Wait, Nick, are you okay? Do me a favor, don't ask questions you want the answer to. Nope. The ringmaster. When we were little, we abandoned our parents. That's when the ringmaster buried big circus. Russell Berry took us in. He an acrobat around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Sure. I just deeply respect the victim. Not anyone could think that Acro would kill a man he held in such high esteem. I don't even think that right. So maybe there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's a question I'm trying to answer myself. I think we already know the answer. He was trying to kill Regina. That'd be my last question. I was right to cross-examine. So tactless. I don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. I don't think... If we could ask our own questions, this part wouldn't matter, because we could move on to... Yeah, but that's not who you really wanted to kill, is it? And who exactly is us? How would you describe your relationship? It's like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all in one. My master and my brother were the only family I had. Okay, we mentioned the brother. Come on, let's get to it. Over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers. No one really had time to look after us. Worried about other things. Ringmaster, would just come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. So I always keep thinking what I could do to help. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? Shut up! Anyway, he seems like a nice guy, which makes this so difficult. So then how long have you been a performer? You started off an acrobat at an early age. I was the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Since I'm in incredible physical shape, I decided to form a group with my brother. Brother sells the flying dingling berries. You couldn't think of a better one, huh? Or maybe you were like 10 years old or whatever, and you know, that sounded really funny at the time. It's really a household name. I even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. It's really a remarkable man. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix? It was some kind of fundamental misunderstanding. What are the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix. You better think hard. How? Let me look at it. Don't know how you can see the victim taking their life. Exactly. Waiting for that to say that. I say it, but I agree with them. Please, but I don't look like a jerk. I have a feeling this examination was a trap. There's Sean and I. But brother? Okay, finally we get them to comment it. We told them my brother was 4. It's very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays we weren't bitter. It happened a lot. Well, I don't think he's bitter about anything at this point. Wonderful people to Big Berry Circus. Josh is getting misty-eyed. crying in court. This may proceed with the testimony. Enough. Whether or not this man would kill a ringmaster, it's pretty unlikely. I'd like to ask you a question. I'd like to know. Providing examples of why the ringmaster would want Acro dead. I can't provide one. We have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Who killed ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? It's because Acro had no reason to kill a ringmaster. Foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools are so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation. I believe it was the real killer is Russell Berry. The real killer of Russell Berry, the ringmaster. I'm gonna jump to the end of things, and yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro? You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? Yeah, this was all a series of just, like, complete mistakes from top to bottom. I'm saying that the target that witnessed his murder plot was not the ringmaster. It was never his intention to kill Russell Berry. Bailiff? Smack their nut. I don't care who it is. Smack anyone. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Thrice in the balls if you must. Mr. Phoenix, right? What are you trying to do in this court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro's trying to kill someone else? Hell yeah, I am. Kelly girls can't help but trying a kill. Gina Berry. That was the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited, leaning question. You could easily answer the question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is that you're wrong. That's it. It, huh, Mr. Phoenix, right? Only thing that's allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Pulls out my Glock. You sure about that? That goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix, right? Show me evidence. I don't know why Acro would kill him. Alright, well we got the letter. But we also got the lion. Yes. Oh, I demand to see some proof. That Acro was out to kill this young girl. Okay, there's multiple pieces of evidence that could lead this way. Is this too early? No, I think the note would come first, right? Yeah, the note would come first, and then we go into the actual evidence. Remember this, don't you? That's the piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat. Yeah, that things wouldn't let me frickin' pick up for like 2 days. Acro wrote this note, ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." The purpose was to call someone in the plaza at 10 p.m. You're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Nope. Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. But that someone was not the ringmaster. I mean, it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person that wrote this note was intended for none other than Regina Berry. Garfield got a little too into it with getting lasagna. And Regina didn't care. No theory of yours. It's a truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't mean the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed on the cafeteria bulletin board, because she's too stupid. That's on her father. I mean, the ringmaster. The note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of the mistake, instead of Regina. Incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier? Right, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. No way I could have exerted that kind of force. But to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I had no idea who it was that arrived at the plaza. Yeah, so that's why he did it. I couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it, I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down there. That's why I let the bus fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? Yeah, I think that's the point, and I think Mo knows too. Fortunately, it's only getting harsher from here. Regina can handle it. I wrote this note to Regina. Foolish fool, foolish, foolish, foolish. You're so foolish if you made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well. Show service. Tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence about what took place. Yes? What about that line? What if the note was meant for Regina Berry? I mean, that notice declaring Regina Berry a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? Did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter, who was too stupid to understand. What is it the incident that alluded to in this note? I know all about it. I occurred 6 months ago. Alright, just in case, for some reason, it asked for something stupid. Moron? You sure it really presents this case? Or really relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case was started, it starts with what happened 6 months ago. Really, Dick? I think so. Come up and tell us about it. What's this conclusive evidence? I'd certainly like to know what it is. To answer the question, the judge isn't going to think I'm bluffing. What is this? Damn it! Really? Okay, I had a feeling it would do something stupid like this. Such a good track, as always. Achoo! Okay, it had to be one of the two. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix? Like, do you think pepper's spicy? Look, I know we're doing a lot of, like, stereotypes in this game, but I don't think even, like, Germans are that, like, spice adverse. They got currywurst. That's not a joke at all. The size of evidence you asked for. What do you mean? It does make food, food a little hotter. While the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. Maybe so because this piece of decisive evidence was indeed inside. And he could have just taken the thing. Whatever. Another unbelievable conclusion. It's alright, it's exactly what he's saying. Having Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Kinda. Taking that into account, there's only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his foolish ways. I'm so sure. Answer this question. Who's Regina's intended victim? It's Akro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. Bob's been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Akro could feel his brother is dead. Entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Years ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into a current comatose state. An animal tamer by trade. What team animal positions ever trained to attack with a human? They wouldn't understand the command. You could never do something like that. Yeah, but she put pepper on the thingy. What happened to Akro's brother? Not victim of attempted murder. Victim of an accident. What do we do? Seems to only be going along with your theory. Don't worry, I got this. What actually happened was an accident? It was more than that. No accident at all. Such an amateur. Regina would ever incite her lion to attack a human being. Never incite a human lion to attack another human being. Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Akro's brother. Alright, can we finally use this? That's a scarf. Girl? The scarf is something Bat used to wear, correct? Alright. We're dunking on her from the half-court line. We're doing jumps they'd never spot possible. We're breaking her ankles. Maybe we'll foul her on the way, but I don't care. We're hip-checking her. Who's the one that gave the scarf to Bat? We're doing that move where you, like, dunk with your, like, knees on their face, and then, like, dunk all the way through their body so they're on the floor and you're just, like, flexing on them. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. What might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Gina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident. She covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, so the silent treatment. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. Did a good job of fingering criminal. Out of curiosity, what was her crime? Pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Seems the judge still doesn't get. Yeah, why does no one understand? Is my Phoenix right? What it said to be the lion seemed to be smiling. Oh, you get it, finally. Lion was smiling. Right before a bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed. It looked like he was smiling. I never heard of him smiling, however. Lion sneeze. Just like my cat. He wasn't trying to bite bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. Yeah, and she got the lion killed. I kind of want to put her in like hard labor breaking rocks for like 20 years for doing that. These guys have the pepper and the scarf. What? Fool! You've got to be kidding me. Oh, this might make Acro satisfied because she just got fingered in court essentially. And proven that she murdered someone. Even if she just thought it was a little tee-hee funny. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Sir Phoenix, right, this theory, you believe it? Okay, either she's an amazing actor, but she still sucks, or she just sucks. It's one of the two. They intend to say that this is how a joke of an accident actually happened. Of course I do. That's the truth. Lion sneezed through the pepper. That's when Bat lost consciousness. Cordelia lost his brother to this accident. This joke, as he put it. That's why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. Foolish idiot. That does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination. Man, he's still not giving up. Okay. Fair enough. Look that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me what I said was true? Acro? You don't mean. I can't mean. Witness? You confirming the defense's claim? It's alright. Clearly imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? Paper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're getting. It's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact there's an even bigger problem. The same problem it's always been. Evidence. I shot Max's bust on the top of the ringmaster. Where's the evidence that proves that claim? The death autopsy? And the conclusive evidence. Problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof. The bust that the defense claims was used. That would have found in Acro's room. It was covered in the victim's blood. That would be awfully conclusive. Yes, it would be. Bust. I'm gonna do something. See how things work out first. Might be an all worthwhile to search Acro's room, but where'd you going to search his room? I finally figured this out, didn't you? Making of the true meaning of Von Karma, temple justice. I guess. I figured with you that's the least I should expect. Leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. I already searched Acro's room today. What'd you find? No reason even to say it. Not what you think we found in his room. Acro would not be here as a witness. But there was a point on it. Max's bust is not in the room. Her weapon is still unaccounted for. So where did the monkey take it? Right, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. Yeah, but I think he knew he was already under suspicion by this point. Like, come on. End of story. Something's funny about this. Feels like you left the final nail to put in my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense. The only evidence that's relevant here is that which pertains to the death of Ringmaster. You should know by that. Know that by now. Do something, Nick. Will this case slip by? Where's the bus right now? Where would Acro take it? Or rather, where would the monkey fellow put it? I don't know what his bust is. Case is coming to a close. Princess counterarguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. That brings an end to the cross-examination. Where's Max's bust? The fence needs time to prepare its case. So I'm a bit nervous, I just bit my tongue. Oh. Need time to do what? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? You have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What, are you asking me? It's up to you, Nick. Good luck. Wait, you can't be serious. That's always have their lives in lions, don't they? Akros lived his life up to now. So was it in the canopy? In the circus? Walk across our own type, right? Don't. We're starting to lose. Very well. Fence may proceed. I have a clue. I don't think I'll be finding one anytime soon. A tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. Murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now? Okay, fine. Oh god! Wait! I would not have thought of this until seeing the choice list. It's not the lodging house. It's not the big top. There's only one place he could have hidden it. Does he have a blanket on, by any chance? Does he have a little storage container spot below his seat? I think we're winning Zelda. Somewhere in this courtroom. It's obvious. The bus is inside this very courtroom. Obviously, where? Where even put the location? The witness stand. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? Ah! I knew it! Kiddo and zone, kiddo. You had a good poker face. Oh, sorry, I don't quite hear what you, Mr. Wright. You're a big guy. Or you. They expect one of us monkeys in the wreckage. Go, money. I'll stay behind. Me talking to money as I take the bust with me. It's okay. Oh well. I thought to make sure you weren't hiding anything in that blanket. Seems to me it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. Pretty amazing you can laugh in your position. However, lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. You really can't leave the lodging house by yourself. That proved you inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room. That would have been really hard without that hint. If you found the murdering weapon in your room, it would have all been over. That's why you had to hide it. And the only place you could hide it, into your wheelchair. I was thinking the monkey took it somewhere. So Acro and I will have to ask you again. Please remove the blanket from your lap. Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. God, that's really ballsy. I can't believe he got away with that. Like, blood smells pretty bad too after a while. You fool. How could you? Okay, whenever he says you fool sometimes, I think of the TF2 like losing announcement. You fools! You failed! How could you? You got me. Been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Miss Francisco and Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Something I'd like to know. She did launched a surprise search of my room last night. There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away in the trash. How'd she get away with burning that? You always took my trash out every morning, you know. The bust? I couldn't throw that away. I was getting researched, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Jesus, that must have been heavy to push. You had things figured it all out, didn't you? Really sucked in by your calculated strategy. Now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the winter weapon. There's no way I can escape that. You've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Mrs. Karma. All makes sense now. I believe that Miss Karma thought that far ahead. Uh-huh. Definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. Can't believe it. Me. Make a mistake. But I ordered a surprise search of a room. They hadn't done that. Are you actually acting? Are you just being like the WWE heel in all of this or something? Was that your thing all along? I think you just suck, but honestly, maybe it was that. Yes, Your Honor. You're the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry. She belongs so far in the trash, it's unreal. She must be compacted soon, God willing. Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for the crime. Crow. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. I think my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard. She couldn't stop herself from laughing. So Regina thought it would be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. She didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. I just want to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. Am I truly guilty of? Why did he, like, put it friggin' in his mouth then? What am I truly guilty of? Why did you have him do that? Never ever having been able to understand her. Mother became a star. Nina believes in that so purely. She would laugh innocently when saying it, too innocently. Couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you tried to do something about Regina. How dreadful. You're saying that you're a victim in all of this as well. No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer, that's who I am. First I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. I couldn't just up and leave. I couldn't. Not yet. So I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I couldn't up and leave yet. It's been such a strange case. Almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. But this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. I'd like to declare my verdict. Oh. Court is adjourned. Fabulous! To be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat? Not a single one of them was a bad person, huh? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to. Many congrats! Oh god, I can't remember how to do this. Many congrats! Oh god, I can't do like the Mo voice. Many congrats, but only at max. A million of them. A million of them! A million of them! Something like that. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? Just thinking about Acro. No. Worry about people too much. It's gonna be like this forever. Never be happy. Been like this for a while now. It's all my fault. Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. No, everyone's gonna split off. Sheena, Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? That's something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean Acro is gonna try and get his revenge? I don't think so. I'm not gonna do that to you, Regina. You really sure? You can believe that? Acro doesn't have desire for revenge anymore. That's true. Then I want to see some evidence. Oh no, you're not just making up stuff about Acro not wanting to get revenge. That is actually a good question. Monkey. Not that one. Probably because killing your dad, really messed him up. I don't know. I might just be saying things. Not the pepper.
We'll do our best,
Hey,
but
Emily,
even
welcome,
Roman
welcome.
soldiers will
How's it
find it tough
going?
to defeat this enemy.
We're just finishing up the third case. I'm trying to figure out how to tell someone that they're not going to be murdered. I promise. Hey, you shut out. This is actually really hard. You really upped the difficulty the very last section of this like evidence that you need. Hey, Resident Evil Village. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm Andre Mimi, broke off YouTuber, and I am playing some god darn Phoenix Wright after playing some Horsies earlier. And I've enjoyed both. The last few things in this case though have been really hard. They really upped the difficulty. But yeah, welcome. We'll all had a great stream. You need rain run, of course. Go right ahead. Otherwise, make yourself at home. Once we're done with this case, we'll probably play a little bit of Bellotro and then finish up for the night after an hour or two. Crap. Uh, is it the monkey? Oh. Pepper? No. My 7 and it became too much for a small cowardly heart. Oh, okay. Big pats. I hope perhaps you'll gather your courage for next time. I feel like horror games don't really affect me in that same way. I have no idea why, but my brain just immediately goes into I'm going to mess with you, nerd. As soon as a horror comes my way. How can I exploit you? That makes me sound a little bit like a psychopath, but I promise. I promise. That's mostly just when I see little horrors or monsters. It's too spook. I struggle to progress real bad. Fair enough. I remember being kind of like that when I played my first couple horror games. But I think I got desensitized a little bit from watching extremely gore horror films on satellite as a kid when I was homesick. After that, I think it was I think I got some kind of tolerance built up. Okay. What's a small but strong look? Okay, so I want to say it's either honestly his brother. No, because that just says that he could want to get revenge. I think you can resent that made him feel guilty in the case. I mean, it would be Russell Berry, right? Gore doesn't really get me. It's a cheap jump scare or something about to happen. Oh, sure, like the tension. Yeah, if you let that get to you, eventually it just will, like, kind of... You'll, like, not want to go any farther. You'll just be, like, kind of like, oh, I know it's coming, but I don't want it to happen. Kind of thing. I would assume it's either Russell or it's... He did cry. The bus? No. Oh, he said, oh god, what was it he said before, like, I just don't want, you know, I think I'm done or something, and I can't remember, what was it? Go back, grab some food, yeah. Go get some food. See you when you get back. I can't remember, honestly. Which one was it? I want to say... It's not Russell. If that's the case. Maybe it was a scarf? No. Can't remember. What the monkey fella? me some food. All right, enjoy. I'll go with... IDK. I really don't know. I'll just maybe take a shot. He only cried on the stand after we revealed him. I don't think he ever cried otherwise. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Oh well. I can't be too hung up on this. No, that's showing that he wanted to get revenge. No, I think it's that one. Yeah, it's a pretty large list of options for what it could be. The only thing I can think of is... It's not that he got the bus. It's not this. Not that. It's not the wooden box. It's either the scarf or Russell. Those are the only ones I can think of. Or, like, his brother. Because he can't leave him behind. Big sushi. Big sushi. Big sushi. Anti-shrimp. Thank you. Alright, well, eeny, meeny, mo at this point. Well, that's Mo. Oh, not him. Screw it. I'll just go for Scarf, I think. How? That just shows he wants revenge. Damn it. Okay. Screw it.
Take that!
Damn it. Okay. I don't know. What is it, Mom? Alright. We just finished the case. Listen, what a fabulous thing to do for me. Why don't you leave tomorrow? What happened circus still? That's the big question. Our ringmaster really was an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's sticking together. Staff, the performance, no one wants to leave. I made a decision. What is it? Decided I'll take over as a new ringmaster. Turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus this world has ever seen. Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician. Works? Let's work together to make the circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? Yeah, go ahead and give me the answer. Yes, I just thank you. Gina, you help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus is better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? What do you think I brought you to court today? We're gonna work together to make the Big Berry Circus bigger than it's ever been. That's right, Sweetie Pie. Can't be the Big Berry Circus without Regina. Oh, Max! Motherfucking... He accident... Okay, I was gonna say it was either Max or Bat, because he cried after saying sorry to Max, but yeah, it's Bat. It had to be either Bat or the Thing. I should have just chosen Bat, whatever, but I was like, no, but then that shows he still wants revenge, because... whatever. Nick, seems like everything's gonna turn out alright. Can't wait to see the best circus the world's ever seen. Thank you, the most fabulous seats. I guess I'll get ready, but don't get such whooping cushy seats. Yeah, I couldn't leave him behind. I did, and I didn't trust myself. I don't know. Let's see, what made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. Had it all figured out, didn't you? Oh, so it isn't Francisco, it was someone else. It was just a theory. A game theory. I really wish that earlier. I would have thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Oh god, is it gonna be Edgeworth? Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, detective, my plane's about to leave. Damn, that's a huge shot. So Mr. Acker's case, don't worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Oh, we got a new dress. In Phoenix's color. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be waiting for you in the prosecution chamber, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey. Farewell my turnabout. So this is where we find out things went south for some reason. Hey. Alright, we'll save this one for next time. And we'll switch over to some Placho. Thanks for hanging out for Ace